Ó tẹ̀lé fún abẹ́rẹ́ ní orin kékeré kan. Ìbáṣepá ikú láyé o, àbábá Muhammad, àbábá Muhammad dá, ọ̀gẹ́ mẹ́fà lẹ́gbàjì, àwa ò bá wọn lá. Great Lam! Ẹ ṣé. Message from Mr. President. The first is to tender his apology for not being able to make this great occasion. He sincerely wanted to be present here. The duty calls did not allow him. It is no secret that Mr. President is presently in Saudi Arabia attending a peace conference. So on Friday evening, he called me and said, Bayo, I want to send you home. I said, where? You have 2 homes, IBADAN. You will go and represent me and deliver my personal message. And I told him, in the midst of all these national grid collapse, disturbances, you still wanted me to go to Ibadan. I said, yes. Mr. President said, ibi tá ti ń ṣe ọdún ìlàsàwàjà, láti ń ṣe ti Múláwá. He said, governance and politics go on pari passu. And we must play it together. Ààrẹ sọ wípé òṣèlú àti ìṣèlú méjèèjì ló lọ papọ̀. You must find time to go and represent me at this great occasion. So I'm happy and I feel honored to be here. Today I'm wearing 2 caps. I'm wearing the cap of a member of the Federal Cabinet and the representative of Mr. President at this occasion. My second cap is that of a grandchild of late Governor Lam Adesina. Fathers have children, fathers have grandchildren. In fact, at a time when the children are old, the focus of the father is on the grandchildren. I sprang up from Abiola Ajimobi's political school, who happened to be a child of Governor Lam Adesina. So I qualify to be grandchild of late Governor Lam Adesina. So this is Mr. President's message. Our distinguished guest lecturer, Senator M.O.P. Ogbeyemi Bamidele, ably represented by my dear brother, our senator from Ogun State, former governor of Ekiti State, and former honorable minister of Industry, Trade and Investments, His Excellency Chief Adeniyi Adebayo, all former deputy governors, His Excellency Iyola Oladokun, His Excellency Alake Adeyemo, and His Excellency Chief Olaniyan, serving senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, using my dear brother as point of contact, Senator Fatai Buhari, serving members of the Federal House of Representatives, here present, using my dear brother, Senator Honorable Adelabu Penkelemesi as the point of contact. All former members of the National Assembly. My point of contact here is my own dear Egbon, the former Senate leader and APC gubernatorial candidate in 2023 elections, Senator Teslim Kolawole Olari. I recognize you all. Former members of of the federal cabinet, using our own Bayo Adelabu Penkelemesi, former Minister of Communications, as point of contact, and former members of Oyo State House of Assembly. Honorable Sumano is my point of contact here, the former speaker, former commissioners, and senior government officials of Oyo State, using the former chief of staff to Governor Adelabu and former chairman of the Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Adeolu Akande, as the point of contact. The mantra of Lam Adesina's family, our mama, Alaja says, Saratu Adesina, Ekwi Mule Lobo, Ekwi Dele, at the core of you. My dear brother, the former member of the Federal House of Representatives, and the former Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Oyo State, Honorable Lam Adesina. The chairman and all ESCO members of Oyo State APC, all distinguished party leaders of APC here present, all the political children and grandchildren of our late leader, our late mentor, our late role model, late Governor Lam Adesina. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished invited ladies and gentlemen, this is the speech delivered by the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, at the maiden edition of the Lam Adesina Lecture Series held in Ibadan, Oyo State on Monday, in November 11th, 2024. I think it's a great privilege to be here today to honor a renowned educator, an astute politician, and partner in my democratic journey, the great Lam Adesina, at this maiden edition of Lam Adesina Lecture Series. The theme for this maiden lecture, improving Nigeria's governance, lessons from the past, strategies for the future, is equally apt, considering the ideals that Lam Adesina stood for in his lifetime, and what are those ideals. In his lifetime, Lam Adesina was a champion of democracy. His entry into politics was marked by his election to the Federal House of Representatives for Ibadan South constituency in 1979 under the Unity Party of Nigeria, UPN. Like all of us, he later became a leader of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, advocating for an end to military rule and the restoration of democracy. He marched on the streets, unmindful of the danger to himself. Indeed, his exceptional bravery and conviction earned him recognition as a prisoner of war during the military regime of late General Sani Abacha. As my colleague and governor of Oyo State from 1999 to 2003, Lam Adesina implemented policies aimed at improving education, healthcare, and infrastructure. His administration prioritized rural development, empowering local communities through grassroots activities. His commitment to transparency and accountability set him apart as a leader, and in respect from the people. He was frugal to a fault. As members of the Progressive Governors Fold, at the advent of democracy in 1999, we had a very cordial relationship. I call him Great Lam. Our precepts of democracy were in tandem. We share the same views of progressive politics. He was not only a friend, he was a senior brother in my democratic odyssey. He was a reliable ally. He was a senior colleague. Lam stood for high democratic ideals that underpin the democratic system of government. Ideals that are essential for ensuring that power is held by the people, either directly or through elected representatives. Ideas of effective participation in governance, with citizens making their views known on policy decisions. Consequently, in honor of his memory, the progressives in Oyo State must come together as one. I want to repeat this. To honor Lam Adesina's memory, the progressives in Oyo State must come together as one. Power is not served a la carte. You all must fight the fight, and you must win the battle. Come 2027, Oyo State must return home. It must return to the progressive fold. We remember Lam Adesina today because he left indelible marks in the sands of time. His integrity and selflessness inspired a generation of politicians and citizens. His unwavering stance against corruption and mismanagement paved the way for future leaders to follow. This is quite important. Senator Teslim Folari, in his short message, made reference to how he felt the first time he was shown the house of our late Governor Lam Adesina. His own was not that of materialism. It was not that of material and wealth acquisition. His life was to serve the people. His life was to change Oyo State. That is what Mr. President is talking about here. As a columnist, his writings under the Search Continues column in the Nigerian Tribune offered insightful critiques of successive military regimes, further solidifying his reputation as a champion of democracy. As he is being remembered by the family today, and friends today, and political associates through the institution of these lecture series, we continue to remember his contributions to the development of Oyo State. We also honor his unwavering dedication to Nigeria's progress. I wish Lam was alive to witness my being the president of the federal government of Nigeria today. But that is how God wanted it. His legacy serves as a beacon, guiding future leaders toward a path of integrity, transparency, and accountability. As we reflect on his life and service, we are reminded that true leadership is not about personal gain, but about serving the greater good of the people. According to John Maxwell, a leader is one who knows the way, who goes the way and shows the way.